Yo, what up, Street Talks? Here, Kim. All right, another turbo thought. What is the use of money in today's brave new world and today's brave new society? So, I kind of feel like it's interesting. Society is like, it's kind of like a soft slash hard reset on society, like kind of like a carte blanche society where we're starting with a blank tablet, a blank slate, a white piece of paper, and this is what I find very interesting. So, I think the interesting thing with Corona is that it's kind of a wake-up call for us. It's kind of a chance for us to challenge consumerism, capitalism, money, and stuff like that. And it's starting to really help us challenge, like, what is humanity for? You know, we're not just a bunch of consumers designed to work and make money and buy stuff. Certainly it has to be more than that. So, you know, now that we don't got money no more to, you know, go out, go to the club, go to a bar, you know, buy fancy cars because you got nobody to flex in front of. You know, can't go to the mall. I mean, you can still do online shopping, but that kind of gets old after a while too. So it's just funny because I feel like in today's brave new world, money has kind of lost its utility. And, you know, obviously money is still important because you gotta use it to buy money. You gotta buy food and rent and coffee and stuff like that. But you can't even go to coffee shops no more. So, you know, a lot of people making much more stuff at home. And so now, I almost feel like in some regards, you know, besides the paying rent stuff, we're kind of in a post-monetary society. Like, consider, like, a lot of us aspire, you know, to save up a bunch of money to one day buy a house or live in a nicer apartment or a house or whatever. But now that most people are staying at home, I think most people are just kind of bored out of their minds. And maybe people are starting to realize, you know, homes or houses are a little bit overrated. And actually it's more fun to just kind of go out. And even for myself, I'm the happiest and I'm actually the most joyful when I'm kind of out and about. And actually ever since all this has been happening, so I know a lot of my friends aren't really allowed to leave their houses or they're quarantined or whatever, but I get great joy knowing that I can actually go outdoors now. And so I've been trying to milk this as much as I can, is just going as much as I can to wilderness, to nature, to just like outside of my house, you know, walking a lot more and thinking a lot more, meditating a lot more. And so I think right now is really kind of this post-monetary society where, you know, maybe it's really a chance for us to stare life in the face and reality in the face and be like, yo, I have this limited life to live. I'm gonna die. What do I want to use my life force, energy, human metabolism energy for? Towards what aims and stuff like that. To me, like, it's a combination of making art, making poetry, visual poetry, verbal poetry, whatever. It's a matter of, you know, sharing your ideas, coming up with great thoughts, you know, kind of allowing your mind to enter more lofty places. And actually the thing that I find interesting is that ever since it's happening and things are getting a lot more quiet, I feel like I can actually think a little bit better. Like, things are a little bit more calm and zen. So, you know, because there's not as many people out and, you know, I'm one of the few people still walking around. So it kind of just gives me the chance to think, to reflect and meditate and just think about humanity in general, you know, what I find personally important and stuff like that. And what do I find important? I find it important that we as human beings, we try to elevate ourselves. We try to, you know, I really am interested in this notion of like capitalism 2.0 or 3.0 where, you know, obviously, you know, we humans, we're still like, you know, we always have an avarice and gain for more, but more what? You know, there's only so much meat you could eat in a day, there's only so many cups of coffee you could get a day, there's only so many Lamborghinis you could buy, or, you know, how many people you could sleep with or whatever. And so what I find interesting is, you know, given these kind of certain human limits, what is really important? And for me, the answer is a combination of philosophy, art, physical fitness, human beauty. And so even one thing I've been personally doing is I'm kind of treating my body as like a human sculpture or human experiment where I'm trying to get as buff as I can and trying to get as ripped as I can and treating myself like a piece of marble. And I have a huge passion and interest of discovering more truths about the human body. And even though we're not allowed to really, a lot of us aren't allowed to leave the house or whatever, or, you know, we might not be able to get space travel for a while. Right, it looks like the birds and the crows are still enjoying themselves. But anyways, so essentially, you know, there's still so much we could discover about the human body and the human soul in terms of just like I mean, I don't believe in an immortal soul. I think your soul is essentially your body. There's still so much we could discover about us human beings, because certainly at the end of the day, the point isn't for us to accumulate and acquire these objects and goods. I think the goal is for us humans to beautify ourselves to the maximum, for us to beautify our thoughts, our bodies, our minds, our souls, our entire beings to the maximum, to create great art, to elevate humanity to a next level. And this is also where I'm kind of getting like a little bit optimistic, positive, hopeful vibes, where like whenever you watch a zombie apocalypse movie or you watch these alien movies, like, you know, was that one movie, the Pacific Rim, right? It's like, it's humanity versus another enemy, which is not humanity. So it's humans versus aliens, it's humans versus a virus, humans versus a zombie. So it looks like actually all of humanity is kind of banding together towards this other thing. So maybe this could actually be a chance for us humans to put aside our differences and to really collectively thrive. And our goal isn't to kill each other. Our goal is to essentially conquer the universe. Our goal is to conquer the universe and to just keep exploring. I mean, I think humans were born conquerors and explorers. You know, hopefully Elon and SpaceX and Tesla, whatever, we could start colonizing Mars or, you know, become interplanetary, even Jeff Bezos. You know, my theory is Amazon is just a front for Blue Origin's, Jeff Bezos' space company. So we could just kind of escape the tyranny of just Earth and explore the rest of the universe. Or like maybe even other basic stuff. Like humans, we like to create, we like to make art, we like to make buildings, architecture, whatever. Who knows, another thing too is like, this is kind of Peter Thiel vibes, where maybe we could become more like ocean steading. So we could start building like Atlantis type cities underground. Or, you know, there's still a lot of like land that's undeveloped. So maybe we could do that. You know, I think there's so many new forms of art and beauty that we have yet discovered. So for us humans to maybe just create more art, to think more lofty thoughts, to discover more knowledge, and to become warriors of knowledge.